Hey, you guys. Hey. Okay, so God has to constantly remind me of this, so I'm just sharing a reminder, okay? God corrects those that He loves, okay? This is something that God has to remind me of because I'm a little sensitive. Um, and I know some of us can be a little sensitive, but God corrects those that He loves, okay? A lot of us, God has been preparing us for some things, preparing us for the new things that He has in store for us. And in the process of preparation, He's been, what was I just saying? In the process of preparation, He has been bringing correction in certain areas, right? And just speaking for myself, sometimes I start to feel bad. I start to feel bad, like, oh, I'm just getting this wrong, or I'm getting that wrong, or I'm not doing that well enough when He brings the correction. So instead of just taking the correction for what it is and, working on it, and then I'm a perfectionist at heart too, I start to feel bad, and He was showing me a lot of us do. And one thing I love about God, my daughter, which is one of the greatest gifts He's given me, I've learned so much more about my relationship with God, how He sees me through my relationship with my daughter. And so with my daughter, she doesn't really take correction well, right? So anytime when I correct her on something, she gets offended. She gets offended. That's why God gave me this reminder word and wanted me to release it. I corrected her on something earlier today. She initially got offended. She immediately thought that I was angry with her. That's always her initial reaction. When I correct her, she thinks I'm angry with her. And God just showed me that's how my children are seeing this. And I'm like, oh my God. Because me too. And He said, remind them that I correct those that I love. I correct those that I love. So if God is bringing correction to you, and y'all, I kid you not, sometimes I'm like, Pumpkin, mommy has to teach you. This is me. I have to teach you. It's my job to teach you. I still love you. Mommy's not angry. I'm doing my job. I have to teach you, okay? So, because I get a little frustrated because I'm like, I can't even teach you nothing without you getting upset and then thinking I'm mad. And then now I got to, I'm like, let me just correct you and we move on. So, and God, He does this all the time. And then He immediately showed it to me the same way. Like, that's how He feels. When He corrects His children, just take the correction. Know that He still loves you, okay? He hasn't changed His mind about you. He's correcting you because He loves you. It is His job. He's proud of y'all. This is something He had to tell me when I beat myself down. You are not the same you were a year ago. You are not the same woman you were a month ago. He is proud. He's proud of you. He's a proud Father, and He wants to continue helping you grow and be everything you were created to be. So if He sees something, right, just like me seeing something with my daughter, bringing a little correction, Pumpkin, don't do that. We need to do this instead. It's just because He loves you, and it's His job. It's His job, okay? He wouldn't be a good father if He didn't prepare you for what was next. He wouldn't be a good father if He gave you something without preparing you and making sure that you were ready for it, okay? So if He's giving you correction, know that He loves you. That's another thing He showed me. The devil is such an opportunist. He is such an opportunist. So he knows that God is preparing His children. He knows that God has been preparing His children. And with preparation comes correction. And He knows a lot of us don't take correction really well. And so He's an opportunist, and He's using this as a way to kind of dig in. So that's where you get those bad thoughts. Like, oh, you can't do nothing right, or you just keep messing this up, and maybe you'll never be perfect enough. And no, that's the enemy. So you have to rebuke that immediately. So God just wanted me to remind you, that's not God's thoughts towards you. He corrects those He loves. He is a good Father. He is just preparing you for what he has for you. Okay? He loves you. He's not angry with you. It's his job. It's his job to help you grow and be the best you he created you to be. Okay? He's just doing his job. He corrects those he loves. All right, y'all? So I love y'all. I pray this blesses whoever it was for. And I feel like it's been a season. I know it's been for myself, but for other people too, where God has been bringing correction, and the enemy has used this to try to use it to his advantage to make me feel some kind of way about myself. But that's not God's heart, right? He loves you. He's doing what he's supposed to do, helping you be the best you could be. Okay, you're supposed to be. Okay. All right, y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed.